This is the spot on the outside where the window's going to go. It's about the only place that a 15-inch wide window will fit on this little trailer. Whenever I put in a window, unless it's an RV window, I always put in a wooden frame in between the studs. That way I don't have to rely on the window flange covering the screw holes in the stud on the outside, and it gives me good support all the way around. This trailer is on 24-inch centers with Z-bar construction. So on the side where the Z-bar lips over, the screws going from the paneling into the stud will hold the frame in place, and the other side, the screws coming through from the outside through the skin are holding it in place on the other side. So I drilled 4 holes in the corners of the frame from the inside out, and I've got the outside of the trailer masked so that I don't scratch the paint when I run the jigsaw across. I wanted the window up as high as I could get it because the window is a fairly tall window, especially for a little trailer like this. So the window cutout is done. I've put the interior panel back in place and drilled a hole in each of the 4 corners, and I'll run a router with a flush trim bit around the interior. It will ride on the frame and it will give me a clean cutout for the window. Looking at the inside, you can see that the cutout in the wall panel follows the exact contour of the frame. The wave is there because as I was cutting the skin from the outside, the blade was starting to break and chatter, and I didn't realize that it was about to break, so we got an imperfect cut. But the window is plenty big to cover it, and there'll be plenty of butyl tape behind it to ensure that there's no leaks. So the window comes with a trim ring, but the trim ring fits kind of wonky. If you look up there at the top, get one side flush and the bottom flush, and it's completely out of square. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put holes around the perimeter of the frame on the outside and install it just like every other shed window that gets installed. And if I can get the trim ring to fit on the inside to finish it off, that's great. If not, I'll just make a trim ring myself. So I have the butyl tape installed on the window, and I find that sometimes these shed windows will have a little gap in the interior corner where the frame comes together. So I just take a little extra piece and fold it over each corner just to be safe. And just for my own benefit, I keep my butyl tape in the fridge so it doesn't get all stretchy and gooey during the hot summer. So we now have a window, 15 by 18. It's installed. It's solid, butyl tape around the back, exterior window caulking around the perimeter, goes on white, dries clear. Thankfully, this part is done and I'll be able to see inside the trailer with the doors closed because it's too cold to work out there with the doors open. One last thing I did today, because I had just a little bit of time before the super secret energy drink wore off, I put a skin on the inside of the side door. The door was the factory plywood with a hole in it, but for some reason this door had that white foam, styrofoam insulation in it. So I figured just a quick skin over it would make it look a lot better.